In this lesson, we will go ahead and create a first document. In order to have as much screen room as possible for the video, I'm gonna go ahead and collapse my ribbons. So that's a double click on my home ribbon, click, and there we go, more screen room. When we first start a letter, it usually begins with the current date. So I will go ahead and start by typing a month. But as soon as I hit the space bar, please observe what happens. This is called an autocomplete and it's basically offering me the correct date. And it says press enter to insert. So I will go ahead and hit enter and it will fills in the rest. I will hit enter one more time. In fact, I'm gonna enter it three more times. And now we are gonna start with the salutation line. Now the salutation is also called the greeting. So we are just gonna type dear sirs and I will hit enter again and it drops my insertion point again. Now if I were to type a sentence like may I have your permission, okay, when I hit, sorry, may I have your permission, okay, when I hit may and space bar, look what happens. The autocomplete comes up again. Well, I don't want to use that, so instead of hitting enter, which will put the date in there, I'm just going to type, continue typing and completely ignore it. So if an autocomplete is offered to you and you don't want it, just keep typing. I think I'm gonna backspace, basically erase all that. I just want put in three paragraphs of information, just basic data that I don't want to have to type it all. So let me teach you a little trick. When you just need basic random text, there is a formula. The formula is equal to RAND bracket start 3 comma 3. Now, when I hit enter, there are three paragraphs with three sentences. It's just a great way to throw in some text. And now, at the very bottom of our letter, we will have what is called a complimentary closing. And generally, you are going to type faithfully. Well, maybe you accidentally spell it wrong. Like I just did, I spelled it wrong, and when I hit enter, as you can see, it put a red underline, red squiggle underline. The red underline generally means misspelling and a typo. The quickest way to fix that is to simply over the top of the word, hit your right mouse button and off to the left you can see it gives me the correct spelling now. And I choose that one. When I click it, it will replace the misspelled word with the correct one. But I want to draw your attention to one more spot. This is the add to dictionary. So let's just say you have an unusual last name and it always gives you a red squiggle line under your last name. Well, last time hit your right mouse button and simply add to dictionary. Let me show you. Your last name and it will never mark it as misspelled again. Kind of nice. You will see it automatically switches out to the normal one. And now I will just hit enter a couple times and type your customer. And now and now it's time to save our document. So I go ahead and click the save button, which happens to be on my quick access toolbar. Notice that when I float my mouse there, it gives me an option to press Ctrl S, which is a keyboard combination, or I could double click on my home ribbon. And I'm not even seeing a save button up there at all. So I'm gonna have to hit the save on my quick access bar. So I will go ahead and click on that. And now it asks you where would you like to save it. First of all, right over here, it says enter file name. And I'm just going to type a customer inquiry. I will just call it that and I can hit save or I can choose a different place to save it. It allows me to save into my documents or I could browse to a different place. It's up to you where you save it, it doesn't matter as long as you can find it afterwards. That's the only thing that matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at my documents. I'm gonna call it customer inquiry. I'm gonna go ahead and click on save and there we have it. Now the only thing that changed after you save it is right up here. The title now says customer inquiry. That is your confirmation that yes, it did save and it's all done. And so now when I come back to open this later, I just find that file and I add it. Alright, thank you so much.